Hello, everybody. Today I'm here with 3 new characters to showcase in Disney Heroes Battle Mode. And first up is Carl, who I'm the most excited about, I think. Just because I really like Up, and I've been waiting to see Up in this game for a while. So it's really nice to have finally gotten it. And I've seen them all a little bit. If you saw my unlocking video of Fozzie, I brought them into that new trial. And I plan on doing that again because I think that's a really cool opportunity. Oh, where's Pocahontas? I can't find her. Oh, she's literally right above Fozzie. I'm sure a lot of you had already seen it. Not a lot of animations for her, but I have seen her, and I'm really interested in seeing Miko and Flit. I've seen Miko. I don't think I noticed Flit, but I'll have to look out for him. And then the newest one, Fozzie, who I know a lot of you were excited to see. So, although a lot of you have him as well. But the interesting part is seeing them in gameplay and stuff. So first we're going to go into this trial. And we're going to try and bring in... See, I might have a hard time finding them because they're not in the same order. I don't really know what determines the order. I thought it was in terms of how much I've upgraded them, but I don't know. There's Carl. Because, like, clearly the order is much different, so I don't know what makes it different. Where's... There she is. See, like, why is she up there? I don't know. Okay. So going in with both of them. Again, if you watched my unlocking video, you saw this, but I just think this is a cool opportunity because I didn't level them up all that much. But this is the opportunity to see them at their max power. So, pretty cool opportunity that I don't get all that often. And there's Doug running across screen. Very important part of Carl's moveset. We'll have to watch for that in the actual gameplay. I guess we can start out trying Chapter 32. I don't know if I've been able to say this on video yet, but I was able to beat Chapter 31 just barely. So I don't know how far we're going to get into Chapter 32, but we're going to try. And now here comes the process of me finding them again. So Carl, Fozzie, and Pocahontas are right there. Oh, I didn't look at them all on that screen, but not that exciting, I suppose. Alright, so Carl died right away. Fozzie would have died, but he gets that applause, which allows him to live, or like revive himself, which is pretty cool. Just makes it easier to showcase, really. So we did end up beating that one with Fozzie staying alive. But we're probably not going to be able to see Carl all that much, so we're most likely going to have to go into some different levels. Well, okay. I think Pocahontas might... Wait. I can't... I might have to take Joy out simply to see... Because I think Pocahontas has some status effect stuff. And maybe she heals too. But I'm not sure. You lot are nothing but a bunch of scurvy knaves. Why, if the Lost Boys were here, they'd be running circles around you. If you're trying to sound like a pirate, it isn't really working, mate. Or keep to your swabbing, cabin boy. Else I dole out punishment for all of you. Cabin boy, I can't believe this. It's my ship. I do not remember Peter Pan being the captain, but okay. Yeah, I mean, we're winning these, so that's great. There goes Carl again. Fozzie actually died pretty quick there. I'd imagine Pocahontas is going to be soon as well. Yeah, but getting my Mr. Incredible up to yellow rank is definitely going to help me out here. I spent a lot of my diamonds and stuff trying to upgrade him. Yeah, I'm not getting a good opportunity to look at the new heroes, so I think maybe after this one we'll go and play a couple rounds with the new heroes, and then we'll just come back into here. Maybe leave them in still, or maybe just do my best team and try to grind my way through the chapter 32. So let's go into our usual chapter 17 and take both of them out. I might bring Joy back in. I just want to see, well, we're probably not going to be able to survive chapter 17 with only 3 characters, but we'll see. And we get to see each of them in action much more clearly. This first round here, I'm just going to look at everything, try to take everything in. There's a lot of characters running in and out of screen with Miko and Doug. Is Flit going to be really small? Okay, I think I just saw Flit. It's really hard to notice, but there's like this green... Yeah, right there. The screen kind of stopped for a second and you could see him. He kind of just flies in. He's much smaller than everything else, so it's really hard to see. I suppose that's why Miko and Flit couldn't be their own characters, because they're just too small compared to everyone else, but... Like Doug, I don't think is too small. Carl is so short too. That's pretty funny. Alright, so we actually did make it through that, which may just show how strong some of these characters are. I mean, some team-ups were not able to finish that trial, and this team-up was able to finish it, so I don't know if that has anything to do with how good the characters are or what. So yeah, Pocahontas definitely heals. Or maybe Fozzie healed himself. It looked like Pocahontas did that, right? Yeah, so she heals when she does that one move. She's shooting out like gusts of wind. We see Fozzie using his like hook when he tells a bad joke. The hook comes in off screen and pulls on those characters. So let's specifically look at Carl first. There he goes down the stairs, which is a pretty fun opening. So he uses his walker. And he throws the ball, which allows Doug to run across screen. But yeah, for the most part, he is just using his walker to hit the character in front of him. I imagine there has to be more to him, right? Oh, he shoots out his dentures at some point. He also kind of like shakes his cane, which I think has a stat effect against all the enemies. There he just spit out his dentures. It's kind of hard to see, but yeah, the most interesting part about Carl's moveset for sure is Doug running across screen, who looks great. We don't get to see him otherwise, so... Now let's look at Pocahontas, who usually is shooting out those gusts of wind, has Miko running in and attacking a character every once in a while. Someone was just lifting all the characters up. I would have to imagine that's Pocahontas as well. And then also Flit is flying across screen every once in a while. Yeah, so it seems like she lifts up the enemies at some point. Yeah, right there. So it kind of like keeps everybody stunned a little bit. That's a really good move. I didn't expect to like Pocahontas, but I think she's got a pretty cool moveset. She does a lot of attacking and also has some healing, and has the opportunity to kind of stun or keep all the enemies in place for a bit. I think she's a pretty useful character. And then finally, we've got Fozzie to look at, and then we'll go back into the main. So he attacks with his rubber chicken. That's like his main attack. And then he uses his flower and shoots across the screen. He shoots like backwards and falls back into the characters. And then when he dies, he obviously has that. And when he runs out of health, he gets the applause and he comes back. There's some kind of status effect that goes on when that like spotlight shines on him. And yeah, I don't... Oh, and the hook, of course. that grabs the characters from the side of the screen. Yeah, I don't know. I think I like Fozzie and Carl's movesets equally, and then Pocahontas I like the most. So let's keep bringing them in if I can. If we start losing, obviously we'll have to try and bring in the better characters. But Pocahontas seems to be able to... She kind of stays in the back, which probably helps. But she seems to be able to live a lot longer than the other characters. I guess Fozzie's still alive too. Carl kind of goes straight up to the front, so... I think he's a tank character, isn't he? So yeah, he dies a lot easier. But yeah, I'm really liking Pocahontas' moveset. And it's cool that we get to see Nico and Flit come in as well. Hopefully we can beat this. Mulan can be tough. There we go. So yeah, we're just going to try and get through as much of this as we can. Hopefully all of it, but if we get stuck at some point, then we'll just end the video there. But I like to get through the chapters so that, you know, we have a lot to catch up on in terms of the chapters. They add one pretty much every time I complete one, so we got a long ways to go. We got the Mulan, so we should be fine. I'm usually able to beat most Mr. Incredibles. Peter, what's so funny? You act as if we're going to sail all the way there. Well, yeah, that's what I assumed. How else are we going to get to wherever you're taking us? We'll fly, of course. Well, what? And this is precisely the sort of thing that happens when I'm not in charge. Is Peter Pan able to lift the whole ship? Or... I mean, that'd be cool. So I guess I should talk about my thoughts individually on each of the three characters. That was a pretty good opportunity. So, it's cool that we get Doug, at least in Carl's moveset, if we're not going to get Doug as a character. And I think they did a pretty good job of making Doug. Sorry, my throat is really bugging me. I just ate, so maybe that's something to do with it. But yeah, other than that, I don't know how great I like his moveset specifically. He doesn't do... he doesn't do all that much to really make himself stand out, I would say. And same goes for Fozzie, in my opinion. Most of his moves you can see on any other character, and nothing in particular does anything that differently than what we've already seen. So he doesn't really stand out to me either. Like each of his moves you can kind of say, well, that's just like what this character does. So you might as well just bring in those other characters, right? I don't know. I'm not that big of a fan of Fozzie just in general. And then Pocahontas, who I was not expecting to care all that much about either. I think her moveset is really cool. She has healing abilities, I think other side effects as well, which I'm not entirely sure about. But then she shoots those gusts of winds, which is just a cool idea in general for an attack. And then has both of her animal sidekicks kind of coming in at the same time, which is at least fun to see. And then that lifting up move I think is really cool as well, and can really help kind of keep the enemies at bay for a bit. I mean, we're getting 1 stars on all these, but we are actually making it through. And sometimes, you know, even Pocahontas or Fozzie will make it all the way to the end, so that's pretty cool. We get to see Doug again. Is Doug his white skill, or... well, I didn't get to see, but... Alright, we actually got 2 stars on that one. Okay, we're about halfway through the chapter here. I don't know, I think they're all pretty good inclusions as characters. For Carl and Pocahontas, they're each the first character for each of their series, and it's always great to get new series. And then Fozzie is one of the main Muppet characters, and really the only one of the main group that we had yet to get. So each pretty important inclusions, I would say. Just talking about future characters, because we really don't know that many at the moment. I would really like to see the Big Hero 6 characters finally all come. I thought we were going to get our chance back when Honey Lemon and Wasabi came, and then the others didn't come. We might end up losing this. Well, no, okay, we turned it around. But yeah, I was really hoping to see Fred and Go-Go show up at the same time as the others, and unfortunately we haven't gotten them yet. Still holding out hope that we'll still get them. It seems kind of weird that they would add most of them, but not all of them. And maybe that's just in their plans, and they had it kind of... just didn't have it ready at the same time. It's entirely possible. And I'm sure as, you know, as the game moves on, we'll have to get them eventually, right? So I'm looking forward to the time that we finally get Big Hero 6 finished. And then I would love to get, like, all the series that are at 4 characters, I'd love to get to 5. Like, I think Abu would be a great addition to the Aladdin team. And I think, you know, Daisy or Pete would be great for the Mickey Mouse. And what are the other ones I was looking at? There are some that was just like, there's a character that could so easily work to get us to 5 characters. I'm blanking on what series have 4 characters, but I know there are more that it's just like, yeah, we could definitely get to 5, and I would love to do a team. Oh yeah, the Lion King too. I think maybe a trio with the 3 hyenas would be great. Otherwise, like Zazu or something, or Mufasa, like Spirit Mufasa or something. Alright everyone, think happy thoughts. Defeating creeps, slaughter race, justice, getting my shit back from a deranged pre-adolescent. Man, my throat is so bad. Okay, well we're almost done here. We're actually making it through. Obviously it has to do with me having Mr. Incredible on the team, but yeah, we're making it through with these characters on my team. I think it was necessary to go into Chapter 17, especially for Carl, because we didn't really get to see him all that much in Nier. And also we just get to really focus on the 3 new characters by doing so. But yeah, we've been making it through with them on my team, so... It is really funny to me that Carl takes the front. The old man just in the lead. I'm sure me clearing my throat is really annoying, but it's seriously bothering me. Yeah, my Mr. Incredible beats like every Mr. Incredible. I've yet to see Mr. Incredible beat mine. And here's the final part of the chapter. Probably not even any new dialogue at the end of this. But we made it through Chapter 32. Hopefully Chapter 33 will go just as well. I had some rough spots in the last few chapters, but we made it through this one pretty well. So, till morning is done, where is Chapter 20 or 33 going to show up? Right there on this island here. So I guess that's why we had to fly here. Neverland, we're here. Alright. Well, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.